I went to some pretty legit treatment facilities, but they weren't Christian. They weren't backed up by truth. They were backed up by statistics and science. And all the times I went to treatment, not only did I usually find more using buddies, but it was drilled into my head that I had a disease that I would have for the rest of my life.
One of our board members' daughters enrolled in Hannah's house because of some background struggles she was going through, and
Got into the life of drugs, sex, and alcohol. Resulted in heroin addiction. I was a single mom.
And all the arrows pointed to Teen Challenge, so I went with it. I didn't have any other choice, really.
I knew I was able to take my son with me to Hannah's house, so that was my last option.
It's amazing. It's hard, very hard, but it's amazing. This place it's amazing. There's women that are so encouraging, and my girls can see my struggles, but how I pull myself back up by, lifting my eyes.
The first 3 months were difficult, but they really built a good foundation for the rest of the time there. I wasn't going anywhere. I knew it was where God had called me, and I think when you know that it doesn't matter how hard it is, you're going to stick it out.
Teen Challenge has saved my life and brought my girls back to me, and it's provided a safe place for me and my girls to live together.
My son was about 8.5 months old, and the last 5 months of his life prior to going to Hannah's house, I wasn't his mom. I wasn't around. I don't really have a whole lot of memory of what it's like to have a baby because I relapsed when he was 3 months old.
I thought I was going to die. I thought my life was over as I knew it, but I made it through. It was surreal. It didn't seem like reality.
The reality that my life is different, that I'm not a heroin addict anymore, that my son is with me every day, that he sees me growing and changing. Everything is different. I'm still learning, but now I have the right tools of how to be a godly mother, not just a mom.
I know God has a plan, and He'll open the doors just like He did with Teen Challenge.
I watched how they worked with these young ladies, Mike Cligg and his team. They just did such a stellar job and believed in them, worked with them, disciplined them.
And there's still struggles, and I still have days where I'm just not quite sure what way I'm supposed to turn, but at the end of the day, through what I learned in Teen Challenge, through the struggles of even going through Hannah's house, just learning to rely on God completely, that He's not asking us to do anything, but give Him everything, and that is what's important.
When you come through Teen Challenge, you have to be completely surrendered. You have to be able to lay everything down, and if you hold on to that, you're not going to get too far. But it's when you come to that breaking point of letting God take over everything and giving Him the control and everything that you've tried to take care of yourself.
Just all sorts of different things. God's just blessing me with everything that I really thought I'd never have, that I now am getting to be a part of and getting to see happen. And my son is growing up in a godly way. And
you invest in people's future, gives them another chance.
Right now I'm attending New Hope Christian College. This is actually my week of finals. I've been here since the beginning of the school year. This last year I'm studying worship ministry, creative arts.
She's a graduate of Hannah's house, and she's just a great young lady. And I know much of that has become reality because of Hannah's house.
I wake up hopeful every morning. I go to sleep grateful. I go to sleep sober. I wake up, my son is in his bed, sleeping peacefully, not somewhere else where I don't know.
I remember when someone gave me a second chance. I'd come from a pretty terrible background myself, and I see myself a lot in those that are there at Hannah's house, and these young ladies' futures that are shadowed because of their past. And when someone believes in them by investing, it can open up a whole new future for these young ladies. There's no better investment, because it doesn't only give them a new future, it gives them a whole new heart for God and for what He has in store for them.